Fall is one of the best times to visit Europe, with lower prices, less crowds, and better temperatures. So today, I'm going to show you 5 new Costco travel deals happening right now for Europe. From Iceland's dramatic fjords to the golden streets of Versailles and more, where you're getting special Costco member pricing and discounts, hundreds of dollars in added perks along the way, all while having the logistics of the trip done for you. Every week, I go through over 50 Costco travel deals, and I narrow down to the top 5 best deals worth your time that I think have the best mix of experience and value. My name is Josh, and I've been to over 63 countries. 20 of those are in Europe. I'm not sponsored by Costco. I do wish I knew about Costco travel sooner, so that's what I'm telling you now. Maybe it'll inspire your next trip. For each one, I'll show you what's included, how the experience works, and the total price, so you can decide for yourself if it's worth booking for your next trip. We'll start with my number 5 and work our way up to my number 1 pick. A huge discount on a fully guided tour through the best of Italy. You'll see what I mean at the end. First up at number 5 is the Icelandic Fjords and Scottish Highlands cruise with Holland America Line aboard the Rotterdam. If you love cruising through jaw-dropping scenery on a newer ship, this one's for you. You're sailing past the Scottish Highlands into some of Iceland's most dramatic scenery, glass-like fjords, lava-sculpted landscapes, and small seafront towns and coastlines most people don't get to see. Here's the itinerary if you want to pause for a sec. You'll start with a stop in Invergordon, right in the middle of the Scottish Highlands, before sailing onto Iceland for stops in places I'm not even going to try to pronounce, but I'm going to leave it on the screen. These places are tucked into its own fjord before finishing in Reykjavik, and the ship itself is worth considering. The Rotterdam is Holland America's newest flagship, built in 2020. It's a beautiful ship with modern rooms and amazing food options. This ship holds around 2,700-ish guests at double occupancy, which is considered mid-size by today's standards. So this isn't one of those overcrowded mega ships. Now let's take a look at what Costco is including. Not only are you getting a Costco shop card with your booking, Costco is also running a limited time promotion right now offering a bonus Costco shop card for Ocean View staterooms and above. You get a $150 card for Ocean View and Veranda staterooms and a $200 card for suites. This offer is only valid for new bookings made before August 31. Pricing for the 7-night cruise starts at $1,659 per person for an inside stateroom, with balcony and suite categories available for a little more. From my research, this price is already factoring in whatever discounts Holland America is currently offering on their site as well. Coming in at number 4 is the Versailles and Paris Your Way. The Your Way part simply means the backbone logistics of the trip, such as your hotel and transportation, is taken care of for you, but your daily schedule is left open and flexible for you to do whatever you want to do. You'll spend 3 nights or more in Versailles, home of the actual Palace of Versailles, the Hall of Mirrors where the treaty was signed, and the manicured grounds of Marie Antoinette's estate, before heading into Paris for 3 to 4 more nights right in the heart of the city. And the hotel options on this package are quite impressive. In Versailles, you can stay at the Waldorf Astoria Versailles Trianon Palace, which sits right next to the Palace Park within walking distance of the gardens themselves, with Michelin-starred dining and spa on site. In Paris, you've got picks like the Sofitel Arc de Triomphe right next to the Champs-Élysées, or the Molitor Hotel and Spa, a beautifully restored 1929 Art Deco building with 2 heated pools and a rooftop views of the Eiffel Tower. Now, you may ask, do I really need 3 nights in Versailles? Well, it's not just the palace that's there. Besides that, it's a real town with cobblestone streets, cafes, and a historic market that's been running since the 1600s. So there's more to see here than just the chateau grounds. It's a great place to slow down and enjoy your time because your next few days in Paris will be full of things to do. Now let's take a look at what Costco is including. You're getting daily breakfast at your hotel, private ground transportation between the airport, your Versailles hotel, and your Paris hotel. And if you're an executive member, you're also getting a special benefit at each hotel. So for example, a room upgrade or a credit, but it varies depending on which hotel you choose. The total price for this package starts around $3,423 for 7 nights total, assuming single or double occupancy, which can vary depending on your travel dates. This package is a great add-on to your existing Europe trip or a quick standalone trip this fall. So I'm on a cruise right now and we just departed. I want to show you something I've been doing before every single international trip to help me stay connected while abroad. It's this app called Saily, which basically gives you an eSIM, which is mobile data the moment you land abroad, without having to deal with airport kiosks or buying a pricey international add-on to your phone plan, or worst of all, doing nothing and coming back home to a hefty charge from your phone carrier. Setup is super easy and fast, so let's do this together. Before leaving for your trip, download and open the app. Pick the country you're going to visit. For me, it's the Bahamas. Choose a data plan and enter my code EPICTRAVELS in checkout for 15% off. It'll activate automatically once you arrive in your new country, so even without Wi-Fi, you can still use the internet just like you would back at home. And while using that data, Saily also blocks malicious sites, trackers, and annoying ads, so your personal info stays safer. Now, if you're doing a cruise like me, here's the part that surprised me. Once you get far enough out to sea, most data plans stop working, so you end up paying for the ship's Wi-Fi. But Saily actually has a separate cruise plan that you can grab in the app for the select cruise lines that you see on the screen right now. Once you're more than 12 nautical miles from the coast, it kicks in automatically. If you just want to stay connected and not do some heavy streaming or data sucking work on board, this is a great option to save some money versus buying the ship's expensive Wi-Fi plan. Saily also lets you get an app-based phone number, so while abroad, you can hand out that phone number and keep your real one private. Saily has data plans in over 200 destinations to help you stay connected abroad more easily and more affordably. So before you travel internationally, prepare and get a Saily eSIM and use my code EPICTRAVELS for 15% off. You can scan this QR code or use the link down in the description. Coming in at number 3 is the Madrid, Sevilla, and Barcelona Melilla package. This is also a Your Way package, meaning you have a flexible daily schedule. This is a whirlwind tour through Spain, 3 nights each in 3 major cities, connected by first-class train. Madrid gives you capital city energy, world-class museums like the Prado, grand boulevards, and some of the best food in the country. Depending on which hotel you choose, you can stay in places like the Palacios de los Duques Gran Melilla, a converted 19th century palace right next to the Royal Palace, or the Melilla Madrid Princesa in the historic center near Plaza de España. From there, you'll head to Sevilla, the heart of Andalusia, known for flamenco, the Alcázar Palace, and that classic southern Spain charm, with hotel options like the Hotel Colón Gran Melilla right in the historic heart of the city. And you'll finally finish in Barcelona, where phenomenal architecture, the beach, and the Gothic quarter all come together, with an option of staying somewhere like the Melilla Barcelona Sky, which has a rooftop terrace with sweeping views of the city and the Mediterranean. Now let's take a look at what Costco's including. You're getting daily breakfast every morning included, plus food and beverage credits at each hotel that range anywhere from €20 up to €100 depending on which hotel you choose. On top of that, nearly every hotel option comes with a complimentary room upgrade assigned at check-in. So you could go from a standard room all the way up to a suite in some cases at no extra cost. Private ground transportation between the airport and your hotels is also included, along with first-class train travel between all 3 cities. The total price for this package starts around $6,500 for 9 nights total, assuming single or double occupancy. Just know you'll want to book by August 31st to lock in this particular promotion. Coming in at number 2 is the Amsterdam, Edinburgh, and Dublin Spotlight promotion. This one's a great trip to do this fall. 3 different countries, each with their own personality. Amsterdam gives you the picturesque canals and that classic Dutch charm, but it's also a city built for wandering. You can rent a bike and get lost in the old town, hop between world-class museums like the Van Gogh and the Rijksmuseum, or just grab a coffee and watch the boats go by. Hotel options here include the Kimpton de Wit, a boutique property with rooms inspired by Dutch design, or the Sofitel Legend de Grand, a former royal residence turned hotel with centuries of history behind it. And then you'll head to Edinburgh, a beautiful city with Gothic spires, a castle perched right over the skyline, and narrow historic alleyways in the old town you can wander for hours. And it can also be combined with day trips into the Scottish Highlands if you want to venture further out. And depending on your hotel, you can choose to stay somewhere like the Edinburgh Grand, where you actually get your own apartment style suite, or the W Edinburgh, right in the heart of the city. And finally, Dublin wraps it all up with live traditional music pouring out of pubs, some of the best food in Ireland, and some of the friendliest hospitality and atmosphere you'll find in Europe. Hotel choices here include the Anatara the Marker Hotel on Grand Canal Square, or the Dillon Hotel, a boutique property just a short walk from St. Stephen's Green. Now let's take a look at what Costco is including. You're getting daily breakfast at every hotel, and depending on your hotel choice, extras like a bottle of wine, a welcome drink, a food and beverage credit, a complimentary room upgrade, and even a complimentary historical walking tour in Amsterdam. Private ground transportation is also included between each airport and hotel too. And if you're an executive member, you're getting an additional benefit that varies by hotel that could be a credit or upgrade, etc. The total price for this package starts around $6,700 for 9 nights total, assuming single or double occupancy, although pricing can vary depending on your travel dates and hotel selections. This one's also got to be booked by August 31st, so if it's on your radar, don't wait too long. So every week I go through way more deals than I can possibly fit into one video. So I put all the rest of the good ones into my free email newsletter. It's just one email a week, every Wednesday morning, and sometimes I'll include a great travel deal that I come across that's not from Costco Travel. It's free and always will be. You can subscribe by scanning the QR code or with the link down in the description. And finally, coming in at number 1 is the Best of Italy guided tour with Trafalgar. This is a full 13-day tour that takes you through basically all of Italy's greatest hits for a discounted and super reasonable price. You're starting in Rome with time in the Vatican museums, the Sistine Chapel, and the Colosseum before heading south to walk through the frozen in time ruins of Pompeii, then onto the coastal towns of Sorrento and Capri. From there, you'll wind back up through the medieval hilltop town of Assisi, where you'll actually spend the night in a converted centuries-old monastery. Then onto Verona to see its ancient Roman arena still standing today, and Venice, where you'll cruise in by private boat past the Bridge of Sighs and the Doge's Palace. From there, it's onto Milan and the gorgeous Lake Como. Finally ending in Pisa to see the Leaning Tower, of course Florence, and the medieval hilltop town of San Gimignano. This is one of the most complete looks at Italy you can get on a single trip. And unlike planning something like this yourself, everything here is handled for you. You've got driver, guide, transportation. All you have to do is show up and experience it. Fall is actually a great time to do this one too. You skip the brutal summer heat that Italy gets hit with. Plus, the crowds thin out in a lot of these places, so you'll get a more relaxed version of Italy. Now let's take a look at what's included. You're getting all your daily breakfasts, plus a lot of the dinners along the way. All your accommodations at hotels Trafalgar's handpicks, plus all your transportation, your guides, your porterage, gratuities, etc., all bundled into the price. Pricing for this 13-day tour starts at $3,085 per person. And that's already Costco member pricing, stacked with a fall shoulder season discount. Normally, it's over $5,000 per person. This is quite good considering how much ground this trip covers. Which one of these travel deals interests you the most? Let me know down in the comments. Also, if you found this video helpful, please subscribe to this channel for future videos just like this one. I'll see you in the next video.